you came for this fire hat. You want to know how far your art portfolio has to be in order to get into the university of your choice, in this case, an art school. Luckily, mine was fire, and I was able to get in with this portfolio. Before I was even able to apply, I had to take the necessary technical courses at a JC. I went to SUC, and I think I took about 30 to 35 units before being able to apply to transfer into the college that I currently attend right now. The moment I made the decision to go to art school, I immediately applied, and I went to school through winter, spring, summer to be prepared for fall. I went to school back to back to back, no breaks outside of spring break. Even though I had been painting for a long time and I have so much artwork, I had yet to learn any technical skills. I consider still life technical work, along with understanding perspectives, types of pencils and their uses, and overall comprehension of materials. I was just using materials at whim. I kind of like to say that I was kind of going rogue with using things. There are no rules, but there are formal techniques that can definitely help and better aid you execute ideas that you may have. And I think a lot of times many of us have all these ideas that are trapped inside of our minds because we're unable to figure out how to actually execute them. And from my experience, art school really prepares you to be able to execute any idea that you have. After completing all of my courses, obviously I got straight A's. I was able to compile a portfolio, which is extremely important when applying to the art school of your choice. There are 3 key things that I found were extremely beneficial, and things that were beneficial that were also told to me. You're going to want to put your strongest still lifes in your portfolio. You're going to want to add some drawings and your paintings, of course. You're going to want to put your strongest still lifes in your portfolio. Still lifes are something that I hadn't practiced or even begun to think about doing until I went to SMC. If 20 images are the maximum, submit at least 4 to 5 still lifes. I submitted a total of 4 still lifes. This shows off your previous studies. It also shows off your commitment to learning how materials exist in space. So simple things as understanding like how to draw a table on top of a chair, how to draw a lamp next to a flower, how close something looks versus how something looks further away. They're going to teach you all these, I like to call them hacks and tips, that you would not otherwise learn unless, of course, you were at YouTube University. Here are the 4 still lifes that I submitted. They were extremely difficult to complete. However, I got through it, and in my mind every day I just said, you can do it. I treated it like a sport.
With a blazing time and standout style, Sha'Carri Richardson recently punched her ticket to Tokyo.
And I think that's what helped me just like persevere through the course, because these were totally new things and my brain was being activated in a way that it had not been activated before. Although I tend to paint more often than draw, depending upon the day, I also included 3 drawings in my personal visual language, just to show off other ways that I enjoy creating. I do feel that I have more control when I'm drawing. My preferred medium are oil paint sticks or oil pastels. I submitted a total of 3 drawings. The drawings were inspired by posts that I had seen on Instagram. This gives me an opportunity to practice. If I see an image and I'm inspired, I just quickly sketch it, not only because I'm inspired, but also just to keep the momentum going with my hand. So finally, the paintings. It was extremely difficult for me to minimize my large repertoire of work that I have. So I consulted with some of my peers. This was extremely helpful. I would encourage you, if you have any peers that are artists like yourself, to share with them the works that you're considering about. I started off with about 20 paintings, and then it was minimized to 15, and then eventually it was down to a total of 9 paintings. Another tip that I feel like will definitely assist you is whatever university that you're interested in, if it is local to you, I highly suggest going to the school. Go to the school, see if you can talk to a counselor, an admissions counselor, and set up an appointment. Once you set up an appointment, you can bring in your portfolio and they will assist you. Their whole job is to get you into the school. So they're gonna do whatever's in their power to ensure that your portfolio is at the best capacity it can be with the work that you have available. Visiting the admissions counselors at the school that I attend, they were able to assist me and let me know which artworks were strong, which artworks were perhaps not the best for the portfolio, and just include your best work, like overall just your absolute best work. The following 9 images are the paintings that I submitted to the school, and this entire portfolio got me into the university of my choice. The overall process of compiling my portfolio was kept me very busy. But as long as you're always creating work, it should not be that difficult to just compile artworks together and then be able to minimize. In between takes, I was definitely drawing, and this is the drawing.